Hello and welcome to the Blob Plays, a Star Wars Episode 1 Jedi Power Battles. How strange. Here as part of Sellout Sunday, as suggested by, you see them in chat now, Commissar Kitty. Alright. Is this terrible? We will find out. New game. One player. I guess non-easy mode. We can be Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, Mace, Adi Gallia, Plo Koon. Oh, let's start off as Mace. Hail, Miles Sayak. The Trade Federation battleship. Oh god. This is gonna need a lot of editing for YouTube then. Oh, they're not gonna play the video? No, they are, so this is gonna need a shitload of editing. Episode 1, Jedi Power Battles. Turmoil has engulfed the Galactic Republic. The taxation of trade routes as outlying star systems is in dispute. Hoping to resolve the matter with a blockade of deadly battleships, the greedy Trade Federation has stopped all shipping to the small planet of Naboo. While the Congress of the Republic endlessly debates this alarming chain of events, Supreme Chancellor has secretly contacted the Jedi Knights, Guardians of Peace and Justice, who agree to aid Naboo. Oh, I didn't even realize it's affiliate birthday day. Well, thank you, Programbler. And the slightly scary bit of the music. I feel like that's done in engine. Trade Federation battleship. Where's your gift? Fight your way through the Federation droids. Defeat the droids who oppose you. Oh my god, it looks terrible! I'm like a bobblehead. Have we played? Yes, we have. How do we get health back, game? We have a jump. Please say that's health. Oh god, thank you. Why can't we twirl? And, like, reflect. We're not Jedi enough to twirl. Oh, thank God, big health. Okay. Okay, we can reflect, but it's on some sort of cooldown. Yeah, there's some sort of cooldown-o-meter on it. No, I can't hurt the... No, I can. Blue lightsaber window? Yes. Well, that's unexpected. Oh, we seem to have lives. That killed one of our dots. Yeah, it did at least reload at the checkpoint very quickly. Can't complain about that. You can't move and block. And the enemies have, like... They don't stop attacking for a goodly amount of time after they've attacked once that you can, like, gap close. We just skip all these enemies? That one has health, which I would like. He also seems to make Yoda noises? I don't know why he makes Yoda noises. Ow. Ow. Okay, he's some sort of learn how to jump over his arms boss. Except that... maybe you have to be double jumping. Now he's armless. Moving and blocking is a power only a Sith could teach us. Timing puzzle? Am I meant to go over the top? Yes, with the most awkward camera angle. And you can't see your drop shadow because it's too dark. Otherwise, that was okay. Oh, come on. Hop on the giant piston. Score! It gives you score. What a useful collectible. Dino Crisis. Hey, El Jingo. There are arcade power battles. Ooh, how did I do that? I somehow rolled. Ah, shoulder button and... second shoulder button? We've got all sorts of powers I didn't know about. Throw grenade. Whirl the lightsaber magically. It's nice of them to wait, rather than, you know, all shooting. Okay. Ultimate. Ultimate what? I actually managed to time a block there. For once. Am I meant to fall down here? Where do you want me to go, game? Ah, up there? Okay. There might be something over here. No. Oh, yes. Yes, there is. Stupid window. No. No. Okay. Why didn't he grab the ultimate when fighting Palpatine? I mean, honestly, this plays okay, aside from the lack of reflecting and running. The camera's occasionally awkward, but that's sort of to be expected in this era of 3D. Not forgiven, but expected. That's so rude that enemies that are off-screen will shoot you. No. That is a Dino Crisis level error. Boo hiss. No, there's nothing that way.
There they are. Get them.
There they are? Where's the other one? Womp womp. Where's the nearest checkpoint? It also kind of seems like it's good to not attack your enemies and just run past them.
There they are.
Like, I think I've despawned all the ones behind me. Holy... They just wreck you! Come on, I literally just... Stop it! Just reflected your shots.
There they are. Get them.
Okay. Can we run past you? No? Yes. Oh my... Is it actually making our lightsaber longer? I feel like the lightsaber is suddenly longer. Yes, they are! I have like 0 health left. Okay, maybe I meant to go the other way. Oh, come on, I'm on top of the health pickup. Boo! Boo! Okay, I'm not allowed to leave this arena yet. How do we hurt you? Well, you don't jump off the platform towards it, that's One thing we have learned not to do there. Obi-Wan would have made that jump. How do you want me to hurt it? I can't reflect its shots back at it, as far as I can tell. At least not reliably. Ooh, we hit one back at it. But that's about it. XX. Only combo. Do you tell me anything else? Long range is left trigger and A. And that's it. Well, we'll try another person. What if we're Plo Koon? Those lives are for the whole game? No, surely they're just for this level. Ooh, we have a spin. But it's not very good? Sweet Jesus, let me get to the health game. Hey, LFGs. That's interesting. We could hurt them from below their Z-plane. Which felt very unfair. The left trigger plus things doesn't seem to be doing anything, but maybe because I'm out of... Maybe because I'm out of mana? Dreamcast. DC is in the title. At least it should be. Yeah, DC is in the title. Oh, come on! Thank you. Yoink. You never played this specific version? No, we learned to just skip those. Skip those, but we do like the health one. Why it makes Yoda noises.
There they are. Get them.
The PS1 had horrendous amounts of input lag. He chains you. No, let me go get the health. Big sword. Which is ridiculous. No!
There they are. Get them.
Yoda famously used a blade several times longer than him. Ow. Oh, come on, I jumped. Go get the other health. Play skip rope. Alright, and he opens the way forwards. We earn our way back to flying robot thing. It's rude that it has a platform on its head that we can't land on. Yes. Okay, the terribly lit... We don't get to see our drop shadow jumps. They don't make them like they used to. I will take the healing happily, though, and the amp, whatever that is. Would be nice if they explained literally anything other than press A to swing sword. Now it's thick and long. We're seeing a theme here. It's probably worth collecting. Ah! I assumed those would slide you back down to the ground. They don't. Good. Oh my god. Old man reflexes weren't quick enough on the second block. Yeah, they really should have a little bit more time between their shooting volleys. You can't really close very much distance in that time. I also seem to be doing contact damage now. And then it stops, proving me a liar. I was doing contact damage. I don't mind them punching me. I do hate them hitting me when they're from off screen. That's just not sporting. I don't know that I'm going to be able to do this with less than full health.
There they are. Get them.
Yes, but that's not the health. Yes! Ludicrously long sword. Run away. No! Oh, and we're back before the fight with the rollies. No! I want to be back here. About the only good thing to say for it is it has nice music. It is making good use of the movie music. You managed to grind your way through it due to your childhood love of Star Wars. I think this would cause me to have a childhood hatred of Star Wars. Oh, come on! No, we've played Rogue Squadron before. Rogue Squadron is terrible. It doesn't tell you what to do properly. The graphics are ugly. Played Rogue Squadron Run. We tried to play some Rogue Squadron, the GameCube one, and that doesn't work properly, sadly. Rogue Squadron is neat. Yes, it's not engaged in education or training. It would be far better if it was educated or trained. Oh, now I have no health for this.
There they are. Get them.
We might not be making it past the rollies this time. Well, if we die a third time... Well, actually it would be a second. We will turn it down to baby difficulty, so that we can try and see some more. But I still don't think that will tell me how to defeat Flying Ship Boss. Okay. There's no skip for the cutscenes. You must sit through the full cutscene every time. Let me over to the health game. No. There's a checkpoint through this door. Just ignore all the enemies. Get to the checkpoint. Thank God. I don't see that this will increase our ability to fight Mr. Flying Airship. Ooh, our spin attack worked. But I'm about to be out of mana. A phase 2? Just block until it commits suicide? Life. Yeah, I really don't know what it wants. It's just like sometimes it will reflect the shots back at it. And we have to wait for that to occur? You think it's timing? I don't think so, because I've heard it a lot while just holding block. Like, the last time when we killed it, it definitely was I was just holding block. Yes. The enemies have health bars at the bottom of their body, not at the top. The droids. That got him. Womp womp. Oh, we got up to phase 2 though. Okay, baby mode. Let's try and see a bit more of the game before we judge it too harshly. Wait, this character is literally far. Oh no, we're faster because we're on baby mode. Is probably the answer. But, like, there's a fair bit of detail put into these backgrounds. And the 3D models aren't horrid for this age. And for the time, the lightsaber is neatly done. Yes, the player models are bobble-headed. And sometimes they end up looking like photoshopped GIFs. I was wondering if our block power was enhanced on baby mode. Not as far as I can tell. It mostly just seems to be that we move and attack faster. Nah, we're just skipping all of you. Sorry. No, not interested. Not interested. It's a good sign when the player wants to interact with the game less. Okay, skip rope mini boss. Heal. Okay, now it becomes a bit more reasonable to do the skip rope. It also seems weird that we can only heal to like half our health bar. Why can we only heal to half our health bar? There's clearly more bar there available. So much bar to give. We also sway our body way too much while we run. Yeah. What? That insta-kills you. That is so rude. What console is this on? This is Dreamcast. It's in the title. DC is Dreamcast. That was buggy. You've got to step away. I don't think this is going pleasantly, but thank you for the best wishes, Pro Grumbler. Have a lovely day, mate. You're hoping for... I don't think it's not as bad as Batman. Sorry. Sorry, kitty. The jumping is better than Batman. The running around is better than Batman. The camera is less shit than Batman. It has nicer, far nicer music than Batman. Batman probably looked better, if I'm honest. Yeah, Batman looked a fair bit better. I think. You could never beat the... Ooh. We didn't notice that here before. The NES Batman? We're specifically talking about Batman Dark Tomorrow for the GameCube, which is the current bottom of the ladder for sellout Sunday games. And also the bottom of the ladder for the literal worst playable game that I've ever played. Dethroning even Dino Crisis. Pains me to admit. Okay, the roly-poly people.
There they are. Get them.
My god, we defeated them. Let me get to the health. Yes! Endlessly. Hello, game? Thank you. It's the perfect sound effect. I don't know, it's no aha! Yeah, that did feel like it was a block at the last moment thing. We literally streamed that game like half a week ago. While you guys were doing the start of your archipelago, I did a like 12-hour Might and Magic randomizer run. Okay, I think it's time to go use that health. Okay, so the answer to that is just spam the block button as quickly and as often as possible, so that it counts as a perfect block. It doesn't let me collect that power-up either. You've been awarded a combo. AAX, XXY, XXXA. Am I picking one? You're picking one. And an energy award. Increased health or force? Health. Save. The swamps of Naboo. Destroy the Federation droids while keeping Jar... Oh, God, no. Safe from harm on your way through the swamp. Okay, I don't see Jar Jar in good news. So it might not be an escort quest. Right, but look at the detail on the background forest there. That's really quite good. Okay, it's 2D and, like, a lot closer than it should be, but... Ludicrously long sword. Where am I meant to be going, game? No, he is here. No. Avatar, you must save us. Okay, we were just meant to run away. That worked. You also can't block from running, like you have to wait for your character to slide to a stop. And then and only then are you allowed to... I want that health. Are you allowed to block? That was terrible for indicating what ground you're actually allowed to walk on. Oh. 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 Pause. Alright. And we are back. Ugh. I almost wish we weren't back, because this is not great, but let us continue. Oh. Oh, my controller has been inactive for too long. That's an interesting problem. What if we unplug and plug in our controller again? That make it happy? Yes. Perfect. Welcome back. Thank you, Sergeant Cookie. Where do you want me to go, game? Internet maintenance that I hadn't received a email about Sergeant Cookie, and then I checked the relevant is there supposed to be an outage website, and yes, there will be an outage between midnight and 6 AM. Chat isn't showing up on Steam. Really? That is true. Where is the force refresh? There. So if I do that, like we officially leave that scene and then we officially come back, Maybe now it will? No. That's weird because it should be, as far as I understand. What if I do that? Still no. Grizzle, grizzle, grizzle. What if we set it to be like that? Now? There we go. Yes, Womp Rats. Mightiest of enemies. They're actually extremely hard to hit. Look at it! Not get hit! There we go. No, it feels like I meant to climb up there. Please, game. There we go. That platforming isn't great, it isn't. Holy moly. Ludicrously long sword. Okay, no, I'm not meant to jump that way. It looked like maybe I was meant to jump into the background. Sweet Jesus. Okay, the enemy jumped off the edge. Amazing. No, there's a health up there, and I want that health. Okay, there's also an enemy up there that Dino Crisis is us. Fantastic. Oh, the platforming. Alright. Okay, that's kind of nice that you can just push the enemies off the edge. Imagine this, but with input delay. This feels like something that I would want to use save states for if we were going to try and finish it. Which I have no intention of doing. We will do our about 2 hours, and then we will say goodbye. And good riddance, unless it drastically improves. Good lord. Hail, Jingo. Thank you. That's kind of cool. Please, a health. I am literally on the last sliver of health. Yes! We only have one monster sound effect and it's make it stop. It's from the comics. I wouldn't understand its brilliance. Ooh, there are occasionally full-on extra lives. That makes the game a lot less arse. If you can actually just get extra lives. Ow. I would. Holy. Oh my god, this is unpleasant. How am I meant... That is a trap. That is a trap if anything is... Look at that. It's clearly down in a, like, you're going to fall down and die hole. Yeah. No thank you, game. This I don't know. Am I meant to walk across the top? We wouldn't want to make Yoda go down the hole? No. Absolutely not wasting one of my lives on that. Hello, Jar Jar. Ow! I would have assumed that you either attack its tail or its head. Yeah, there we go. I attacked its head successfully. The attack that follows you around the screen is just terrible. Because it's very difficult to tell where in the 3D space it is. How did that not count as hitting your face, friend? Okay, that one I'll pay. That should count as hitting your face. Ow. Still at it? Yes. Has the Force been with us? No, the internet went out on us, Pro Grumbler. So we had a bit of an hour-long break. Ow. Wonder if I can block you. It looks like no. Yeah, that should totally count as hitting you. So why is there no health in this boss fight? The other boss fights have at least been polite enough to give us a health replenish in their space. How many times do I have to hit your face, friend? Womp womp. Where's the nearest checkpoint? Okay, directly before it. Yes, we're meant to be doing an escort quest for him, Programbler. Was the level description at the outset. Thankfully it hasn't actually involved escort questing him in any way where he can, like, die, as far as I can tell. Which is definitely better than the alternative. Defeated? Not defeated. Awfully low on health. Phew! Defeated! Or else the enemy got bored with us. Can we just run away from... No, we can't! Jar Jar, come on! Victory! Alright, level 2. Always health. Why would you ever choose 1%? Holy, there are 100 levels? City of Theed. Make your way through Theed to the palace. Rescue at least 7 handmaidens from the... I mean, we've done 2 levels and it says we're on 2%. So... it certainly seems like there are 100 levels. Ooh, new enemy that can not be blocked. Can I perfect block you? No. Well then, we will engage in jump strats, which was the other dodge mechanism. Health? Yes, please. You want me to jump down here? It's a good thing our face can keep tanking the laser shots. Okay, is this one of the handmaidens we're meant to save? Thank you for saving me. We can't use the handmaiden as a shield. Operation Civilian Shield fails. Oh god. No, please. Okay. Just ignore the droids. Sorry, but there's no real incentive to fight you. If you dropped health, then maybe. But you don't, so... Do 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 do. Set piece fight? A tank. They're boxing droids? Well, that was easy. We can become the tank. But the controls are horrifying. How do I move forwards? Oh, the tank doesn't have relative controls. Well, it doesn't have absolute control, sorry. It has relative controls. So I need to press forwards on the thumbstick to make the tank move forwards at the moment, even though it's moving the tank right on the screen. Which is certainly a choice. We also fire hundreds of tiny green razor blades. There doesn't seem to be a downside to spamming out the attacks. You love the bit in the movie where Obi-Wan gunned everyone down in a tank? Okay, no, we can't go down that road. Oh, we have another kind of fire. Oh, we have 3 kinds of fire. But now I can't go anywhere. Unless I'm meant to go this way? But this feels like backtracking. We meant to go up the stairs? It feels like I'm either meant to go up the stairs or get out of the vehicle. Oh! There's also rotate the big gun. Which they could have explained earlier. Or, you know, tutorialized any of the controls for this new thing in any way. No, we're just stuck now. Maybe we blast a hole in the wall? Okay, some combination of button mashing there got me out of the tank. Where do you want me to go? Game! Where do you want me to go? I tried going this way. This way? Yes, and there's something... Okay, no there's not, it's just the edge of the level. Maybe I'm not meant to go down there. Maybe we're meant to kill all these. Maybe we have an instance of actually needing to kill the enemies. Yes. That made us able to come further right. They look like they have flamethrower hands. Objective failed! What did... I didn't rescue enough handmaidens? But it resets my handmaiden count to 0. Yeah, I think it is. I think we skipped saving one of them, so it said GG. I don't know where we skipped saving one. That's so rude. The handmaiden just tanks the rocket to the face. Amazing.
Thank you for saving me.
I didn't save you. I let you absorb rocket fire. Right, what's the point of these checkpoints if... they're not actually checkpoints. Do 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 do. How do I get up to save you, lady? Yeah, the music is nice. How do we get up to save you? We can't wall kicks will work. And shoulder button plus jump doesn't do anything special as far as I can tell. Okay, you go there.
Thank you for saving me.
There's fall damage. I think that was fall damage.
Thank you for saving me.
Meant to go across the roofs from here. Okay. Wouldn't want to have to start the game from scratch again. No, we will, I think, be calling it if we die. Has it been another hour? It feels like it's been another hour. It's only been another 40 minutes. I think I would say that's close enough to the hour for this tripe. This bit is admittedly actually fun. But mostly just because you're stupidly overpowered.
Thank you for saving me.
We need one more handmaiden. One of them might be the real one. Whoever thought this was a sensible control scheme? Oh. Games were brand new In fairness, they didn't have a lot of experience with 3D controls at this time. I will give them that. This isn't quite as new to the 3D controls era as Bubsy 3D, but it's still somewhat new. Thank you, Cry Heights. We haven't heard the cries for help of the last maiden. So what's the story to this game? Well, it's kind of following the movie, which would mean it isn't entirely inappropriate for a movie Monday, even though we're on a sellout Sunday. Okay, is that the 7th? How is that not 7? Yeah, good. So we've saved the 7 little dwarves. Which movie would that be? Star Wars Episode 1. I desperately need a health. Yes! Why won't you let me that way? Because I haven't killed all these? There, I killed the last one. Let me go to the right. Have we played Episode 1 Racer? You had a strange networking setup and you had to fiddle with it to work in multiplayer. We've played the Pod Racer. We've also played Episode 1 Bombad Racing for the PS1, which was super bombad. Oh, the flamethrower men are just going to respawn infinitely? Maybe. How's the sellout? It's a pretty bad game, Decoy. It has nice backgrounds and it has nice music, and that's about all I'll give it. Yeah, cockpit one would be pretty cool. Especially if it had haptics. Let's go eat the health. Okay, we gotta play skip rope with this boss as well. What makes you lower your shield? Only while you're skip roping? Maybe we have to hurt him while he's doing the skip rope. But that seems to make him insta-skip rope to wherever you are. Yeah, he insta-skip ropes to wherever you are if you do that. At least we learn how to deal with phase 1. Wait for you to de-shield. Double smack, and then run away. You should have shot where I was going to be, and not where I was. Okay, I tanked that barrage. That is on me. Okay, phase 2. Skip rope. Okay, so you attack him after skip roping, and it doesn't hurt you. But that means you need to be, like, positioned at the start of his skip rope. Oh, stop it! Stop it! You're scary. Okay. Thank you, Baron, and welcome. Maybe it needs to be hit on the newly exposed part? Always more health. Only more health. Yeah, see, Kitty? A third level, and we still show as 3% done. That really, really makes it look like there are 100 levels. How many levels are there of this? Star Wars Super Jedi Battles? How many levels? Ten. Only 100? I mean, if we're 30% done, maybe we tolerate this. But on the other hand, it's gonna game over me because I'm gonna run out of lives, right? Yeah, if it had infinite continues, I think I might tolerate it. I think we say we GG when it game overs us next. Take the health. Ow! Good lord, how many hits can you absorb? That was like 17 swings. Once this is done, I can do a Rias daily. Also, we've managed to get stuck in a wall. There we go. Yeah, maybe when I picked more health, it was giving it to the enemy. Maybe. That one droid just had an insane amount of health. The rest of them are being sensible. Lovely music. Okay, we've done this area. We can now go through the central door. Checkpoint. Please, get out from behind the pot plant. Holy. Please, there's a health. Let me get the health. My dead body picks up the health, but it does not bring us back to life. Checkpoints. A score collectible. Oh joy. Where am I meant to go? Up there? Yes, we're meant to platform. But I don't think platforming while these guys are all shooting at us is reasonable. I think I must kill you. Oh my god, you rude game. Okay. No! What? Ah, we didn't die. We phased through the block No! Somehow. Oh my god, game. That killed us. At least we've got infinite lives here. As long as we pick up the life at the start of this segment. And hello, Bob. Up, up, across. Thank you. Jump, jump. Jump, jump. Jump, jump. Jump, jump. Health. Jump, jump. Jump, jump. Thank you. Jump, jump. Yes! Progress! Horrible, horrible progress. I don't think we can make that jump. I really don't feel like we can make that jump. Okay, we can. Holy. Thank you. You can't see where you need to jump here. That's terrible. Where do I... Maybe I meant to go down there. Well, now to here, presumably. Why, hello there! Primordial Nightmare. G'day, g'day. Ground level? Without murdering me. The game of... Please say it isn't a beloved childhood game. Please. I will accept childhood game, but beloved childhood game. Possibly the greatest game released between 1980 and 05. Railroad Tycoon 2 has words to say on that front. You and your brother played loads of it, and we had to get relatively quick at it because you didn't have a memory card. Oh, good lord. I mean, even with a memory card, the game over system doesn't feel like it really matters all that much about having a save or not, right? It just means you not have to do it all in one sitting. But it doesn't really help you in terms of... There's still no continues. No, we're just ignoring all of you. Nothing but... Rip. Hail, Vama. Thank you. Is there another life here, or is that going to be the GG? This might be the GG. We've learned to just ignore all of these. There's no point fighting them. They only score. They don't do anything that we care about. Holy... Checkpoint. No, there's health there. I want the health. Give me the health. Thank you. Having multiple people makes it easier. Ah, so it's Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe style. Game is designed for 2 people, not 1. And if you're playing with 1 person, get boned. No, it looks like I have to kill everyone in here to be allowed out. Unless there's some other exit that I'm missing. Yes, kill them all and then... The crypt opens up.
I'm here to rescue the Queen. Can you help me?
I know of a secret passage that will lead us to her. This way.
I mean, they've said at multiple points, Primordial, like, they've referred to you in the plural, as if there are 2 of you playing. So, that kind of supports it. That it does expect you to be 2 people. Like, I even commented why they're using the plural when it's just 1 of me.
Activate security systems.
Save the help until after we've killed most of the droids. You must save us, Avatar! What else do you want? I walked up to you. Say that I saved you.
Your Royal Highness, I'm here to escort you to safety.
We must reach my starship in the hangar if we hope to escape. Follow me.
What's up? Shut up, woman. A life. Oh my god, a life. Yes. On the other hand, it extends my misery, but yes. It's honestly been not as painful as most escort quests from this era are. Okay, she screams help a lot if you do leave her alone, but... like, it's better than the Avatar escort quest so far. Both for her and when we had to do Jar Jar Binks. Don't count our chickens yet. Okay, that was wasting our grenades, but whatever. Come on, lady. I've cleared all the enemies. Green version of Flamethrower Man? That have homing flamethrowers. Fantastic. Why not? At least they seem to run out of ammo. Increase health. Always health. Yeah, they were pretty tall as well. I will agree. We're up to, in theory, 5%. Tatooine. Travel through the Tatooine Desert to the Queen's ship. Keep Anakin safe from harm. Oh my god, I can hurt him? No, he's hurtable. No. The game is tempting me to kill him. It is. But until he starts screaming, "You must save us, Avatar!" I think we'll leave him be. Okay, that's getting annoying. I don't know where Anakin has gone. Hello? Come on, this way.
That Jawa stole our hyperdrive! I'll get him!
Anakin, no!
That was not the correct voice. I can't do anything about it. I guess we just continue and assume he will come out of the tunnels at some stage. Yeah, it was not the right voice. The enemies sound like dying cows. Ludicrously long lightsaber. I will save the checkpoint though, happily. These enemies also shoot tiny black projectiles, which are much harder to see so that you can then reflect them. I don't know if they're reflectable, like the laser beams. What an asshole enemy. I can't shoot up! So what, I have to perfect reflect you? Are you sure there isn't enough of them, game? Maybe some more? Holy heck. Cow noise! Too slow. Come on. No, we'll just use the spam technique. There we go. You... Just as I was lining up to do the jump, from off screen... I think that's a health, and therefore I want it. No, it's not. It's a mana. Rip. I had the reaction speed on that other one, I think, but apparently not. Jump. Definitely asking a lot of my old man reaction speed. I couldn't tell how much it was up or how much it was into the screen. To me, that felt like I needed to do double up and a small in, but it was actually like a lot into the screen. Alright. Nope. There they are, get them. Did I pick up a challenge item? I don't know. Depth... No, it's the camera here, Fish Lips. How are you meant to tell whether this is double up and short in or not, based on this camera? You can't, like, move the camera around. And the game is very happy that if you, like, get anywhere near the underside of something, it will just force you down under it rather than let you grab the ledge necessarily. So I would have rather erred on the side of going higher and coming in than going too far into it and getting stuck underneath it. Anyway, that is it for this for me. We've endured an hour and, well, 2 hours and 20-something minutes. Let's see if we can grade this monstrosity. Spell out Sunday. We change over to our game rating scene. Yeah, it's the sort of thing where it just wants you to do the level and learn it, but I'm not doing the level and learning it when it says go back to the start of the game when you game over. Absolutely not. We are not rating Bug's Life. We are rating Dreamcast folder. Sorry, that's on my side. Dreamcast folder. Star Wars Super Jedi Power Battles. Alright. So. Grab all our little rating stars. Star Wars. Not Super Bombad Racing. Episode 1. Jedi Power Battles for the Dreamcast. Is it fun? Also, what number are we up to? We're up to number... It looks like 25? 25. So, is it fun? There are bits that are fun. The, driving the tank... Oh, I've typoed. I've typoed. I'm sure you fail. I'm just... It's completely ununderstandable if the S and the I are the wrong way round. Oh, that is right. Epi. Oh, no, it's not the I that's in the wrong place. Epi. Ode. There we go. Is it fun? The driving the tank bit is actually kind of fun. The rest of it, no. No, I can't bring myself to give it a 2. So it will stay with a 1. Is it true to source? Yeah, it can have like a 4 here. It is following the movie. It's following the movie in sequence. It uses the movie characters. It uses a cutscene or 2 from the movie for the opening sequence. It mostly has the correct voicing. Mostly. It feels like. It definitely uses the correct music. Is it interesting? I don't remember an earlier, like, Be a Jedi like this Stand and Reflect Things game. The ones for the 64 were like first-person shooter and... ship driver and kart races. So I think it actually does get some interesting points here. Trying to remember if Super Star Wars had much deflection. We haven't done your Super Star Wars suggestion yet. Does it have nice graphics? It has nice background graphics. And it didn't have any, like, pop-in or anything like that going for it. But the characters look like they are bobble-headed versions of themselves. Oftentimes they animate like a penguin. I think like a 2. The music? The music is very, very good. It at least gets a 4. The sounds. It's using the correct sounds, but it's not adding any of sounds to that, which means that you end up with the same little voice box like, help, 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 and that little annoying swamp rat making the same noise bajillions of times. So, like, I want to give it like a 3, and yeah, and little Yodas when you collect an item. Every single time, the exact same. No, it loses points for its massive over-repetition. So down to 2. The controls. It doesn't really give you any camera control. It has fairly horrendous platforming. Like, the way the platforming works feels bad. You slide when you land. You get stuck on the lips and things. But the actual, like, running and pressing slash at things is okay, aside from being a little laggy. Not hugely laggy. It doesn't sound like it's as bad as when Kitty was describing them playing it as a kid. It's a little noticeable. It isn't horrendous. The tank control was bad, but it's also, like, one of the first 3D-ish kind of games for that, so they get mixed forgiveness for that. Like a 2. Is it intuitive? Literally the only thing they told us was 1 press A to jump. There is a control menu, right? If we go back into the we go back into it, there was a... Where's the GameCube scene? Too many bloody scenes. Countdown, 7th guest. Can I please just see where the GameCube scene is? There. In here... We don't care, just get me into the game. Right, there is a... In here, there it actually tells you the controls. So it gets some forgiveness there, other than just the telling you A equals attack, go have fun. But it still should do a better job than that. To the game rating scene. This would definitely be in the age of whether it had a proper manual. Yeah, I even picked the Dreamcast one because it got the better scores, etc. I was trying to be as kind as possible. So... It's like a 3. The unintuitive things are, how do you hurt the enemies that are far away? A lot of the enemies you have to reflect at the literal last moment to make sure that your reflect shot tennises back at them. Is it rude to the player? Here it gets really strong points. It's not as bad as Nemo, or Jetsons, or Batman. Although Nemo is the other category. Nemo's Movie Monday. But, like, blind jumps getting stuck on crap, checkpoints that don't checkpoint when... What is a rudeness in this case? Where the game is like mean and cruel and unfair to the player. Primordial Nightmare. So like if the game expects you to make a blind jump, and then if you fail that blind jump that you couldn't have known, aside from trying it, go back to the very beginning of the level or game. Is the game being unfairly mean to the player? You're allowed to punish the player for sucking, right? Me not being quick enough on my reaction speed for reflex, perfectly fair. If they made them like you need 10th of a millisecond reaction speed, then that would be extending towards the actually being rude. But as they're set, they're okay. They're fairly quick. Old man issues, not the game being unfair in that case. But there's blind jump issues. Way too many enemies. How do you attack them at range is not explaining. Failures in the checkpoint system. Game overing you back to the beginning of the game when you, like, not just start that level again. You have full lives for doing the full game, and once you run out, GG. No, it gets a high level of unfair, rude score. And then, is it difficult? It's certainly difficult to want to play more. It's difficult in that they spawn tons of enemies. You have to be extremely quick reaction speed at the reflecting. There are often a lot of them relative to you. They have low cooldown between their attacks, so it's not easy to advance to close gap, to close distance to them so that you can actually smack them. They don't explain a lot of the bosses what they want you to do. You just have to try and fail until you work out how to defeat that boss. And oh, look, it's spent all your lives, and suddenly you're meant to go back to the beginning of the game. Yeah, no. It's fairly reasonably difficult. It's like a 3, maybe a 4. I'm happy to put it as a 3 and say some of its old man reaction speed issues rather than the game being difficult. This was suggested by Commissar Kitty. And any other notes. So, background graphics and music, very nice. Uses in-game adaptations of movie cutscenes nicely. Escort quest missions, far less of a pain in the ass than almost everything, than vast majority of things in this era. So these are all the, like, positive things. And then everything else. Platforming aspect. Painful. Slidey. Get stuck under things. Camera. Poor. Blind jumps at times. Enemies stun shoot you while you are over the gap jumps. Enemies shoot with little cooldown, making gap closing a pain. Forces you to go back to the start of the game when you run out of lives. Bosses, often not totally intuitive. Do we have anything else? It's mostly the platforming and the gap closing. Needs very good reaction speed on reflecting perfectly to kill most of the long-range enemies, but never explains this or anything beyond press A to go at the very start of the game. Although it does have a in-game controls explanation in a sub-menu. Alright. I think that's about fair. And then drum roll. What does it total to? Does it outshine Kawasaki quad bikes and Batman Dark Tomorrow? Not quite. It's also better than Thunderbirds, which I would agree. Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius, I would agree. Yeah, this feels fair. Eminem's, I would probably say I would prefer personally to play Eminem's kart racing to this. But I'm happy to say that this is technically better in a number of ways. So it seems like that's about fair. Not bad. No, this is the bad section. This is the orange, truly horrible game section. Rudeness is a minus. If you look at the equation, it's... Well, you can't see the equation. But it's good things minus the one bad thing, which is rudeness, and difficulty is neither good nor bad. You can make a good game that is difficult. You can make a good game that is very easy. I don't think that difficulty is inherently a good or bad thing, but it's something that I want to keep track of and keep note of. So yeah. All the positive things added up minus the rudeness score is the way that this system works. Okay. Well, cheers, kitty. The music and true to source character. Yeah, just like Batman, right? The only reason that Batman isn't literally the worst game is because the Batman game was getting 5 out of 5 points for, like, being on point with its Batman lore and Batmaning. Else it would be even worse than Kawasaki quad bikes. So yeah, Kitty, thank you for bringing this. I hope you had a nice time, and it maybe gave you some catharsis for your terrible time with it as a little kid. It's definitely feeling like a bit of a bad sellout game. You did have some fun. You monster, Kitty. Those of you here live, keep your suggestions coming. There is a 1-point redeem. And those of you watching on YouTube, leave a comment with your suggestion for a sellout Sunday game. I look forward to many more to come. But for now, peace.